When I was younger, I had this cousin that came from Somalia. Her husband, who's also my cousin, sponsored her. And when she first came, she was in such good spirits. At first, she was loving her life. She loved being here. But eventually, I watched my cousin slowly but surely get depressed. So me, my mom, and sometimes my siblings would go to her house and just, spend time with her. It started off slow. It started off with the house being a little messy. A little time passes. The little mess turns into a big mess. And my mom would always be there for her, offer to help out and stuff like that. But my cousin was never talking about her feelings. She would just be like, oh, everything's okay. Then I noticed that her speech became very slow. Like the depression was all over her. You would be trying to have a conversation and it felt like she was somewhere else, like she was not with you. I was really young, but I could see that my cousin was severely depressed. Now, fast forward to me growing up, I become a mom, a stay-at-home mom, and I go through one of the worst depressions I've ever been in. And I remembered my cousin. That time in my life where I was just like in my house, me and my kid, and I wasn't going out, I wasn't socializing. It reminded me so much of my cousin. Anyway, the moral of this story is when you're a stay-at-home mom, and you have the same routine day in, day out, doing the same things, seeing the same things, it's really easy to get depressed. And if you're keeping it to yourself, you're not talking about it with people, you're not seeking help, that depression can get so much worse. I spent some time being depressed, but eventually I decided, you know what, let me get some help. Getting help literally changed my life. I still struggle, I still have hard days, but that's just the human experience. We're always gonna have tough feelings and we're always gonna experience hardship, right? But if we need help, we need to get help, and that's okay. I felt a lot of shame when I first went to the doctor. We need to stop judging others for getting help, because what's the alternative? Being at home by yourself, depressed, and going through it by yourself? No, that's not fair for anyone. No one should ever have to live like that. So if you're going through postpartum depression or just depression in general, it's okay to seek help. It really is. You don't have to suffer alone.